Hey there, and welcome. So today we're diving into something pretty fascinating. It's this blend of faith, folklore, and, believe it or not, the weather. For literally centuries, in some parts of the world, people have been looking up at the sky on August 15th, hoping for a very specific sign. So let's just get right to it. The big question is this: is there really a heavenly message in the rain on August 15th? It's this long-held belief that if it rains on that specific day, it's a special sign, something connected directly to the Virgin Mary. You know, maybe a tear of joy or a blessing for the crops. Let's dig in and find out what's going on here.
Okay, so to really get to the bottom of this tradition, we first have to understand the major religious event that it's all tied to. So what exactly is so important about August 15th in the Catholic faith?
Right, so August 15th is the Feast of the Assumption, and this is a huge deal. It's one of the most important days celebrating Mary, marking the moment she was assumed or taken up, body and soul, into heaven. This belief is the bedrock, it's the foundation for all the weather folklore we're about to unpack. Now, here's where it gets really interesting. There's this gap, this split between what the Church officially teaches and what people have believed at a grassroots level for generations. And that tension is really the heart of this story. And wow, this slide just lays it all out, doesn't it? On one side, you've got the official church doctrine, which is super clear. There's no connection between rain and the Assumption. It's not theology. But then on the other side, you have this incredibly powerful and widespread folk belief, a cultural tradition that sees that very same rain as a deeply meaningful sign. Okay, so if it's not official doctrine, you gotta ask, right? Where on earth did this idea come from? How did a simple summer rainstorm get so wrapped up in this major heavenly event?
Well, the answer actually has less to do with theology and a lot more to do with agriculture. This belief literally grew out of the soil. It came from farming communities where your entire life revolved around the seasons. Feast days like the Assumption weren't just religious, they were markers in the calendar. And rain on that day, that had very real-world consequences for your harvest. It was just practical observation that over time got woven together with faith.
And you know, from those really practical roots, this beautiful symbolism just bloomed. I mean, think about it. Rain itself means so many things that line up perfectly with devotion to Mary. Purity, renewal, a life-giving blessing for the land. It all just fits. And these poetic ideas like Mary's tears of joy, what a natural way to connect something divine with the everyday reality of the weather. So this isn't just one isolated idea. It's actually taken on all these unique local flavors all around the world. Let's take a quick trip and check out some of these amazing weather sayings.
First stop, Spain. Here, the connection is all about sweetness and abundance. Rain on August 15th isn't just water. It's seen as a promise of rich honey and a fantastic grape harvest. It's a direct line from a heavenly blessing to the food on your table. It's just beautiful.
Now let's head over to Poland, where the thinking shifts a bit. It's not about the current harvest, it's about the future. The weather on August 15th becomes this kind of folk meteorology, a way to predict if the coming winter is going to be harsh or mild. It's all about finding a little reassurance for the months ahead.
And the French, they get so poetic and specific with it. A gentle rain, just drop by drop, is seen as this incredibly precious gift. It's something that translates directly into a successful grape harvest and, of course, amazing wine. It really highlights the value of getting just the right amount of blessing at just the right time.
And this isn't just a European thing. In parts of Central Africa, the tradition blends Catholic devotion with local culture in a really powerful way. Here, rain on this day is a sign of peace and fertility. It's seen as this crucial blessing that gets the land ready for the next round of planting. It's a symbol of continuity and divine favor.
So, what do you do with this? You've got the official teaching on one hand, and this beautiful, heartfelt tradition on the other. Is it just superstition? Or is there a way to appreciate it in a more balanced way?
Okay, this is actually a fantastic way to think about it, kind of a four-step guide. First, you just have to know the difference. Recognize that official doctrine is one thing, and a beloved cultural custom is another. Then, you can totally embrace the symbolism. See any rain as a sign of God's care, while also cherishing these sayings as part of our rich heritage. But ultimately, it's about using the day to focus on the feast's real, core spiritual meaning.
So after all that, the history, the sayings, the theology, what's the one thing we should really walk away with here? What's the bottom line?
And here it is. This gets right to the heart of it. It doesn't matter if the sun is shining or the clouds open up and pour. The spiritual meaning of the day doesn't change one bit. The real focus isn't the weather report. It's the theological promise, the hope of resurrection and eternal life for everyone.
So, when you step back and look at it, maybe this whole tradition isn't really about the weather at all. Maybe its power, the reason it's lasted so long, comes from something much more universal. Our shared desire to find meaning in the world around us, and our deep-seated hope that even something as simple as rain can be a sign of a blessing, a promise of a little honey and grape juice in our own lives. Thanks so much for joining me.